I'm Karen Colville. I'm a Canadian artist, and I'm here to be able to express my art while I'm here and share my art and concepts and ideas with you. I feel it is essential, especially during these times. It's not always easy to share your art or get people out to live exhibits. And, I've been at this for some time, and it takes a while to get recognized and to be able to develop your own voice and your own style. To go from emerging to establish is a huge step. So I feel, aside from all of that, and aside from any of these terms, it's getting the art and getting the message out that's really, really important. So I'm just introducing myself to you, and I hope you enjoy what I have to offer today. This work is in the realm of magic realism. I was influenced, of course, by my relative Alex Colville, who was a famous Canadian painter, and also by Gustav Klimt. I was fortunate enough with my volunteer work in volunteering for one of the most prestigious galleries out of Germany and in Canada. With this gallery, the Gustav Klimt traveling exhibit came into the city, and I was one of the curatorial staff handling the originals of Gustav Klimt. So I was really, really taken with the originals, and it sort of somehow his use in vibrant golds and his colors and his imagery kind of came through with me. So I've got a combination of myself and my expression, and also Alex Colville, who was a magic realist, and Gustav Klimt from Europe, from the turn of the century. So his art is quite amazing, so I check it out when you get a chance. It's really, really unique. So I'm going to share with you my magic realism paintings. Okay, so here, this is a sort of a fantasy scape based on the Canadian landscape. So I was really having fun with the concepts here. I love rocks and land formations, so that's pretty obvious. I'm very inspired by them. And then in Canada, the weather is just so different all the time that you have different changes in light. And I just wanted to capture this ethereal effect, and a little bit of our Canadian winters and the fantasies of that and our rugged Canadian landscape. Also, here's the influence of Gustav Klimt. And I did this because I feel our natural resources are our most precious commodity during these modern times. And, you'll see a lot of films on how important it is. And essentially, I thought, well, our natural resources are as good as gold. And so I put, like Gustav Klimt does, gold around our trees and our rocks and our water. So that's my self-expression. And I thought it was just a really interesting, different way of expressing myself. And here again, this is really cool. So, yeah. When it's done right, it's quite aesthetically pleasing. And I was inspired flying over France at the night lights. And then while I was visiting in Vancouver, I was looking over the rocks, and all these like little lights came blinking. So that's what turned into this painting with all this detail. And yes, it took hours to do all this, believe me. But it's a lot of fun. And I get so excited just being able to express myself artistically in different mediums. So this is not exactly the most natural medium, but I thought just having the chance to play with the golds is a lot of fun. So There's another Canadian landscape touched in gold because of Gustav Klimt. And also, here, I saw my first eagle in Western Canada, and it just blew my mind. Just seeing an eagle up close and flying over my head, and it was just dipping down in these thermal pockets, and I was like, wow, this is so freaking cool. And all these people just stopped on the street midday and looked up. And there's this beautiful eagle soaring around, and I thought, what freedom. You know, we're so privileged in Canada, we don't realize it sometimes. So this was based on Shannon Falls, which is north in BC, and that's stunning. I actually dipped my hand in the water in Shannon Falls and drank it. So, and I didn't get anything, so it's just a pure mountain glacier spring. So that blew me away. So that inspired that painting. And also on this other side was just basically, you know, as the sunsets, you know, the aurora borealis, and up north in Canada, it's just awe-inspiring. And then here's the mountains in just North Van. So Vancouver had a tremendous effect in my healing. And also just being there, visiting, was one of the most phenomenal experiences of my life. And I'm so thankful and grateful that I was able to do that and escape Ontario for a little bit. Oh, yeah, I guess that's it for now. Okay, thanks for checking my art out and enjoying my visions. Peace out.